Hey, we're live. All right, real quick, I'm gonna kind of share things around. Don't mind me. Gonna go to the other setting. Maybe, anyways. I mute my phone. Oh, let's do that. Gotta preemptively mute the phones. Hey, where's my live stream? YouTube. All right, thank you. There's like 5 other people live streaming. God darn it. Hey, Andrew. And Andrew, sorry, Russell. My bad. I'm tired. I was actually thinking about working on his too while I was down here, but I think probably for the time being, it's gonna probably take me a long to get spikes and get this head set up, and then also figuring out what I'm doing with that neck. So probably use some epoxy putty. I'm thinking. I'm getting distracted though. We need to share this on the Facebook. It is my bad. Yeah, I started getting back into Magic recently, and then I saw those Sonic ones are going to be going up for pre-order middle of the month, and I'm hopefully I'll be able to get some because that shadow seems like it'd be fun to play with. Okay, got that sharing done. I don't even know where I put my phone. It's early. To be honest, there's not usually that many people in the live streams, anyways. Which is a little odd because I always felt like the how-to videos tend to do really well in comparison to stuff. At least they used to. They kind of. How many people ask about how I do stuff? Nobody checks in. It's weird. Not complaining though. We got no regulars. That's all that really matters. Also not a sponsor, just really cheap and a good way to get some Coke Zero. Also, if you notice, I got a new hat. Picked it up at a second Charles. It's a fancy Ultraman hat. And I like too that it has a ton and Ultraman under the brim. Picked it up for $5 on clearance. I would have paid full price for it. Jokes on them. Hey, Godzilla man. Anyways, alright, so shift you guys down. So what we're working on here with your day, done a little bit off stream because some of this was already done and then sent to me. Is we have the Bandai America Godzilla figure. So it's the Kiryu. It's like slightly posable. You'll notice he's got a lot of spikes all over his body. It's currently what I'm working on is adding spikes. So what I did is I added some more on the arms, gave us some knuckle spikes because of course you can be backhanding Godzillas and whatnot. You gotta be doing a little bit of extra damage. I added the ones on the neck. I thought would be cool. I kind of want to put some on the tummy here. I don't think we're gonna add it to the back because I can really see it too much. So I feel like on the back of the kaiju is going to be a little bit unnecessary. But I think a couple on the stomach there would be sweet. That'd probably be good enough. Because he's already kind of hard to hold because he's so damn spiky. Now we gotta wrap him with the chains. I'll probably paint it before I wrap it with chains, more than likely. Unless I just repurpose these chains, the ones I did for my Kiryu. Because these are the chains. They're just kind of like an onyx color. And they're just going to be doing like a wrap around the shoulders, sort of akin to the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider, I think is the look we're going to go for with that. And then also we got the Model Kit Kiryu head, or Kiryu, the 1954 head. We're going to be repurposing this for this figure here because the one I 3D printed for the Monster Arts Kiryu that's still hanging out down here uh, won't remotely fit. Yeah, and he also wanted something with a opposable jaw, so this is a good option. My only thing is it's kind of small, but if you figure with the added metal bits, it would shrink down the size. The head would definitely be a smaller size. But I need to take some epoxy. I gotta re-drill the hole here so I can insert a ball joint into it. Hook the socket in there, then we're gonna cover it up with some flames. So I think that too. It'll definitely puff it up a bit. But I think it would, even with it being smaller, it kind of makes sense in a way because of the armor plating. The only thing is, I kind of want to make it look like there's maybe like some smoke plumage popping out from here, or possibly just extra fire. Have to figure out. Oh, you just want me to just glue that into there? I guess that would work. Would it work? Is that long enough? I guess we could try it. I was planning on hiding the thing anyways. It's a Mattel was what's the website? Mattel Creations exclusive. So like the last year's Comic Con Hammond figure, you have to go on the website and pre-order. Problem is it's limited release. Oh, okay, I got you. I was just gonna make a whole new thing because I was planning on putting fire effects in it, doing something with the gaps, anyways. So what you're telling me is I gotta shave off. Shave off the extra bits and then drill a tiny little hole. All right, we can try that. See where it gets us. Because I need to figure out like what's the depth. Well, I don't need. Well, actually, I could use the bigger bit because probably what I'll do is actually just stick the actual base of the skull, the spinal column into it. Honestly, I was kind of thinking about since we got so many flame effects, even just like having some of the flame effects protruding out the gaps. So it looks like the flames are like starting to come out the neck and then. I think it'd be kind of cool. Whoop, there went nine. Thankfully, we don't need that. I went behind my paint thing. But I am going to snip these off. At least the two big ones. The little ones could probably stay. That's a lie. We want the little ones all gone. So I think the game plan is I'm going to glue that into the back. Sort of like that. It goes down to about there. So probably right where this first spinal column ends. I think it looks sweet. I think I also kind of dig that it comes with a little inflatable dude. it's a weird choice for doing the buck. Like, I don't quite like the extra little figure is not necessary, but I think it's kind of cool. I'm just more sad that we have to for that to get that color scheme. It's a convention exclusive. Ah, so close, just a little bit more. So right around there, and it doesn't impede the neck joint. I think we're good. Flatten this off just a little bit more. Got something for the glue to adhere to a little bit better. But no, I'm pretty excited for it, just because it goes good with the Spinosaurus. It's cool to have like an official one. I still kind of want to get an extra Hammond for my wife to repaint as the Chaos Effects one. So I gotta go pick up some more glue here in the near future. Uh-oh. Hole's kind of hopefully that. I should have a paper clip around here somewhere. I need to work too. I haven't heard of anything yet for Monster Arts. As soon as I poke a hole, glue my fingers together. Ah, there we go. Oh, I hate this glue so much, but it's the only thing I got on me. Problem is, it's like so damn runny. Anytime I go to like use this stuff, it always just like leaks out the bottle. It's the most frustrating stuff. It works pretty good as glue, but oh yeah, of course, leaks all over me and then doesn't actually want to come out. There we go. Let's just take that. Press it up gets here for a second. I'll move the camera in just a second so you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. A lot of my commissions, to be honest, are all stuff that people send in for me to actually do. So, like this one, somebody's paying me to do it, so we're working on it. And just like a crazy red emu mentioned in the chat, like how much it would cost to make one and the time invested. There's other companies that are already making them. Yeah, because there's it's Namu's making one, right? If I'm not mistaken. What didn't the glue work? Yeah. It's like it'd be fun to do, but for the most part, like a lot of these ones, I could see Hammond making like Hammond's gonna make one at some point. So it like unless you're super impatient, it's gonna happen eventually. Like if they don't make it, they're literally just leaving money on the table. Okay, so that's in. Oh, I say that. Yeah, why is it hardening so fast? It's like I get 30 seconds to like glue the stupid thing in, and then it's just like, nope. Hey, Tochi. I need it to adhere just long enough so I can glue more things to it to keep it in place. Angle the head upward. Like so. Okay, so that's pretty well in now. Yeah, like I can see like doing so, like like a like we've done before, like doing like the chaos effects, like the Ultimo Dragon, or not the Ultimo Dragon, the Ultimosaurus, and stuff like that. Okay, now for the fun part. Figuring out what flame pieces are gonna work good for this. Like I said, I don't hate it. I think the colors could be a little bit better. Like honestly, they make some of the Hammonds a little bit too toyetic with the colors, with the way they do their like color separation and just everything having such like defined colors instead of like dry brushing and a little bit better blending on them. Like the Spino, while I really like the Spino, isn't quite movie accurate, even though they claim it to be like FX version. Oh, I have seen those. They do look the new Bandai's. They do look pretty sweet. Well, then also the Rex is just a recolor, which isn't quite right for Bull. Anyways, I like this piece right here, so I think we're gonna go with that one. So am I gonna be able to cut it with these, or is it actually gonna be a little too hard? Ugh, so close. These aren't quite designed for this, but it's getting the job done. Oh, there we go. Damn it. Oh, there we go. My thought was this would be kind of nice behind the head. I think my only current conundrum with this whole thing is trying to figure out how to keep this joint without mucking up the fire bits too much. But I do like this one. Probably take this guy here. I think it'd be a solid addition. Oh, I want to attach it sort of there, but I'm gonna have to go around the Dremel it a little bit to get in order to fit. Probably gonna work, but I need to replace that piece. Yeah, we've done a little bit more than changes the head so far. Now you see all these spikes? All these spiky protrusions? Yeah, I could put it here, but then you wouldn't I want to be able, or at least I want you to be able to lift the head up so you can get at least some upward angle. And if I put it back here and attach any more flames to the back, it's gonna be a problem. As I was figuring, that'd be like a good starting piece, but I kind of need to round it a bit. Honestly, this is probably not. That might be them. We'll go with that. See how that works. Yeah, it's definitely a bit more going on with this one than my 3D print one. That is for sure. Oh, Nick Cage voice box would be pretty dope. Uh, better. I just need to kind of sand that piece down, which I do have a bit that's actually good for that. Let's go here. Oh yeah, we done. I do like 3D print stuff. We've done a few on the channel before. Oh yeah, well the 98 file isn't mine, but I have worked on quite a bit of them. There's a dragon I did a little bit ago too. That was all 3D printing. That thing was a nightmare though. And then even like the recent Kiryu I did too and stuff. Like it was technically 3D printing. Yeah, there we go. That can kind of fit on the back of the head. Gives us like a nice little base to build on. Well, actually, let me clean this up real quick a little better before I start gluing it. And the rocks will be sweet. I especially haven't really done too many dinosaurs lately, so I'm always down to painting dinosaurs. I say shoot dinosaurs is exactly what got me into getting paid for doing this. And yeah, my whole closed up. Ugh. Okay, where'd that needle go? Stuck my fingers together. I set it down. I do not know where. Need like one thumbtack just to kind of. Good. Oop. And there goes leaking again. Stuff leaking everywhere. Okay, and then put this on the back of the head. I'm gonna probably try to get it. I think pre-orders go up for like the end of the month, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we used to do videos for unimportant reviews, but we said many times, talked about many reasons we don't really do anything on that channel anymore. It's all pretty much money based. Money based, views were down. Like it was time to let that channel go. Okay, Ghidorah would be hosed. Just a little bit of glue. It's the Bandai America one. I forget the like official name for it. Actually, I gotta remember which one of these I've already snipped off of, so I'm not just like repeatedly taking off new ones. So we're gonna use that piece. This one I snipped off of. This one I've snipped off of. You're safe. You're currently safe. 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 Okay. Are you going to stuff on this channel alone or with others? Do you mean like having other people? Yeah, they're the articulated ones. They're like 20-ish bucks around there. We should still do videos of Lego Nez and stuff. He hasn't left me yet. Oh yeah, I still got pretty much all my Godzilla figures. Outside the ones that I got like randomly broken by accident. Yep, want that. Pretty much still have everything. Yeah, I still even have like the oldest Godzilla figure that I like, my first Godzilla figure when I was a kid. I still have that thing. Oh yeah, let's see. Critter's a monster. Steals everything. Still trying to figure out what to officially do. Like I said, I kind of want to redo like the tasting videos and having the critter be a part of it or something. But then again, I also don't want to have to clean it repeatedly. Okay, gotta try to get any good flame pieces that are sorted together. So I want to try to get like something little in there, but I kind of need like two little lips. That's almost what I want. I think that's what I'm gonna aim for. So we're gonna. Yeah, as I say, I remember when doing the video, trying to make do the copies, not the copyright stuff, but you know, like the title and whatever for the video. I was like, what the hell is this thing's name? I'm gonna round this off just a little bit. Yeah, GMT would have been a solid option. Although, yeah, that would make sense in piloting because he kind of puts like his essence into things. Oh god, this flame piece is kind of give him a little colic. Oh, he's got like a little comb over. I like it. I think it's solid. Okay, a little spike on the side there. Let's go with that one. It's already snipped you off. Wouldn't Mephisto be probably Destroya, if anything? Kind of my guess. Fun as far as watching glue dry. Holy crap, why is it $300? Well, tariffs, but still, that sucks. I don't want them to be $300. Oh, I glued and hold. More glue. Stop squirming. metallic, squeeze right in there and hold. Gosh darn it. Yeah, well, I think the import him, he's like, here he's supposed to be like $200 if you get him like from Ami Ami and such, but we don't know the whole tariff situation's going to be like. I think it's the current problem. Okay, it's not like too bad. Use another little flame piece under the cheekbone. Which I think I kind of like this piece here. Right around there. I don't. Maybe. Actually, I don't. I'm not 100% top man. Starting to look super sandy. Okay, we need that flamey bit to the back, which I snipped off here. I think I want to attach right around there, but again, kind of got to round it off a little bit. Yeah, isn't that the craziest thing? Like they finally completed a set. Poor, poor Hedora. Poor Hedora. He's still waiting. Oh, technically Hedora, 62, 64. Mechagodzilla. They've all been waiting so patiently. Jet Jaguar. It's kind of the newest one on the offender list. Blue? Let's see if that'll help. Well, sort of helped, but makes it a little firmer. There we go. Give it a little bit more flame underneath. Build up this side slightly, and then maybe one more little speck on the top, and I think that'll be pretty good. Sees an ice cream truck. I'll find one. Here, you meet. That might be good enough. Get over. You're what now? Can I fit that right up here? Yep. Good, good, good. Oh, great. Now that I sprayed the stuff, it's like, yeah, I don't want to come out anymore. Crystal light, crystal top. Poke a hole. Right there. You the clown guy? I only had one time dressed up as a Juggalo, sir. Or Juggalo? Whatever the heck they're called. I had a buddy that was really into it one year when I was in high school, so we dressed up as that for Halloween. Not my finest moment, I'll admit. Yeah, ICP. He was really into that. I was like, I haven't got any other plans for Halloween. Yeah, sure, let's dress up and drive around like that. It'll be great. We could totally pick up chicks. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, the Ghidorah looks sweet though. I like that it is. My concern was it was going to show up and just look exactly like the bootleg, and at least it looks different. So it's got that going for it. All right, I think we're almost there. Probably need something like right underneath the head back here so it doesn't look so squared off. Ooh, perfect. That's perfect. All right. Take a little time just to seal the deal. Yeah, I'm kind of contemplating what I'm going to do with mine too. I'll probably either repaint it, just sell it because it's already painted. I don't know if I'm that committed to want to redo it again, or if I want to do something fun with it. Oh no! Now that I did this, I kind of need another little spike there. Shoot! All right. Would look good there. What do we got? What do we got to work with? That piece could work.
There we go. Okay. Okay, I don't think I got too many more flames on here because he's starting to get a little heavy for the joint. He wants to spin. What I might do though is just to kind of clean up a few things. I might use a little bit of resin, 3D resin, just to kind of fill in some gaps and make it a little bit more solid. Is what I'm thinking. But I don't think I see that. It's rawr. And you still get the pulsability out of it. Okay, and the other thing we're talking about is adding some flames, just kind of make it look like they're coming out of there. I'm going to take some of these shorter bits and just kind of cram them into the hole. Pretty much done with that one. This one's got like slightly more usable spike, but not for the purposes that we want. I stuck my finger and then rotated. Come back out. Please come back out in the direction that I need you to. Thank you. Stay right there. Stay right there. Oh. Oh, CPU destruction. Just like the Pied Piper. I always like Megadeath. Megadeath was solid. Although Megadeath, I don't know if you guys know old wrestling trivia, but they did Goldberg's theme back in WCW for a little bit.
He came out to Crush, which was like the song that was in the Universal Soldiers movie. I remember this because I had the album, the soundtrack. Yeah, pretty much. He's pretty much like a burning Kiryu, yeah. Ugh. It's so hard to do this with my fat fingers. Fat fingers and my glue. God, none of these tweezers hold anything. I was trying to do the spikes with the tweezers yesterday, and oh my god, that was frustrating. It's still frustrating. Need tweezers with some better grips. Nearly the way I wanted it to. Need it like that. I was trying to use. I thought I was going to be clever and use magnets to put the spikes on, just to come to find out that they're not freaking metal, or whatever they are not very magnetized. Because it would like slightly catch by the magnet, but not enough to hold it. Oh, something pop out. Oh, something tip. Something. Oh, we don't take breaks around here. Pretty much if I'm working on something, I just work on it until otherwise. All right. It wants to make sure the glue's hardening, but now we got the enemy bits starting to protrude out of the neck. I want to cram some down the hole so that it gives some added support to the neck. Ah, there we go. Plus, kind of fills in the gap without having to really fill it in. Yeah, I'd assume it's a flamethrower. Ugh, I really don't want to clip into these ones because these three I haven't touched yet. I want to be able to save those. Oh, the only other good flame piece I got is like this little guy right here. Isn't gonna quite do what I want. Oh, you know what? In conjunction though, the two of these might get it done though. If I do something like that.
That and then... Oh, bollocks. Okay, well, anyways. Hopefully that won't get in the way of the neck joint. Oh, that works good. Yeah, it slightly hinders the look down a bit, but I dig it. I like that. Okay. It's not going to be the most posable thing anyway, so. I'm trying to remember who Syndrome is. Yeah, as I said, they have the Mechagodzilla in Iron Man colors. I was kind of thinking about doing that with that extra Super 7 we have hanging around. Uh-oh, I think my daughter's making it downstairs. She has totally made it downstairs. Hi, buddy. Yeah, what you doing? Are you gonna paint the fire? Okay, you can paint the fire. Fine, Mike. Oh, yeah. No, you can't climb up on me yet. Daddy is trying to cram some fire together. Like so. More glue, just these guys together. And there we go. Ooh, you know what? I guess you can still open the mouth. Okay. Hardwood G-Force. It's more important. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah? Hold on, let me move the suit. Thing I'm the most afraid of with you. Unlike Daddy, you don't need to glue your fingers together. Yeah, you got a big part. You want to paint? You got to paint them? Got push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. Yeah. Look, the spikes didn't come off. Yeah. Show. Oh, if you're doing show, I almost would want to see like the Mark One as a show up. So like show of like hodgepodge put together armor. You paint them? Well, thank you. Yeah. Pretty pleased with that overall. Job, job. Oh, hey, give me that. You don't need the wire brush. Get over it. Well, yeah, mine. You learned a new word recently. You learned mine. No, you don't need my drum. Yep, push, push. Well, anyways, I think we can call it good here. Got some solid progress in Kiryu. Next, with I think, oh yeah, we got to finish. We got to do a couple more spikes, and then be painting, and then doing the rest of the chains, and then that would be pretty done. Hoping tomorrow I got to make a 3D file. I got to print it. I know. Come on, you big goof.
But you can almost defeat those characters by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys like you with the David channel donate, greatly would appreciate it. We also have him right there. You guys say hi. Right there. Yep, them in there. We're talking to that thing. Yeah, she learned mine. So I've been getting that a lot now. So we'll be trying to do play something or take something away from her. She goes, mine. Yeah? You don't say. But if you guys like to give me a hold of me for commissions, or you guys like to buy something from the Etsy shop, both of those are links that are in the description. My personal Instagram, the Etsy account. If you guys like to pick up some collectibles for yourself, there's a link in the description for Entertainment Earth, which the Ghidorah is probably going to pop up on there sometime in the near future, I would assume. At least you'll get free shipping. So that's a bonus. Go through Entertainment Earth. Or there's a link for Calcus Toys if you guys like to pick up your Haya collectibles. They currently have the Evolved Godzilla in stock. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. You see, bye-bye.